Well, good afternoon and hello. I've been asked by several people if we could put something together on British Sign Language so that people, while they're a bit marooned at the moment, could think about learning some sign language. Because there's nothing that pleases deaf people more than if they meet someone who's hearing, who's taken the trouble to learn a few signs with them. British Sign Language is a rich and a beautiful language, but it's not the easiest to pick up. But I hope this way, each week we will give you a few signs to learn, bite-sized chunks, and see how you get on. First thing to say is if you have a laptop, and I hope you do, that you will be able to look on the internet and download a sheet, and it needs to be as big as possible, on the British Sign Language alphabet. Now each letter has its own distinct sign, and if all you do is to learn these, then you'll be able to have a conversation with deaf people. Though nowadays, of course, most of us just use the alphabet for finger spelling, place names and people's names, etc., things like that. But nonetheless, it's a very useful tool and is probably the most important thing you can learn. The easiest way, of course, to do it is to sing it as we go. So it goes like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Great. I hope you're able to see that. See if you can get one of these sheets. If you've got a problem and you'd like one and you haven't been able to get one, give me a buzz and I'll put some outside the vicarage door if you need them. I can run off as many of these that are needed and then just come and help yourself. Right, that's the first part. Second part this afternoon, I thought we would look at some of the greetings and welcome signs, just so you can say hi to people. So first of all, you need to be aware that you need to sign these correctly, because the wonderful thing about sign language is if you don't do it quite right, you can say something that you don't mean to say. For instance, 2 weeks ago, we celebrated Jesus riding into Jerusalem on a donkey on Palm Sunday. And so that would be Jesus, donkey, Jerusalem, road. Now it's very easy, instead of doing a donkey, to do a rabbit. And that doesn't sound particularly good of Jesus riding into Jerusalem on a rabbit. So you have to get the signs right. Right, greeting signs. Hello and goodbye. It's the same sign. Simple. Hello, goodbye. Nice and straightforward, just like the word hi, really. Then there's welcome. Now welcome is a lovely sign because it's about drawing people in. And it's welcome, welcome, welcome. Drawing us in together to be a community, to be a family. Welcome. It has a whole load of sub-meanings, does that? Welcome. Nice day. Nice. And as you know, the thumb was always a good sign. So anything good, you use that sign. So it's a nice or good day. That's a sign for day. Then we've got the signs. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And so we start off, good morning. Now morning, imagining you're doing up a coat, ready to go out. Good morning. Good afternoon. Like you've stepped outside the door into the sunlight and you're looking around at the world. Good afternoon. Good evening. The light's beginning to fade. Sun's going down slowly. Good evening. Good evening. And then you've got good night. Time to go to bed. Good night. It's now dark. 4 very straightforward signs that are useful. Then you've got keep well. Keep, ongoing sign, well. Very appropriate at the moment. And keep smiling. Okay, that's all. Practice those to yourself over and over. See how you get on. If you find you've got the hang of them really quickly, do have a look on the internet for British Sign Language signs. There's all sorts of signs there. Every sign is up there, very easy to find, and see what else you can pick up. And see if you can find some of the signs that have a logical understanding that is obvious what they're doing. For instance, like telephone. Okay? So see how you get on with that. Thank you for that, and I'll see you for session 2 next time.